joining us, Reece. Just 24 hours before you step in the ring to challenge Leigh Wood for the vacant British Featherweight title. How's this week been for you? Not just in a major fight, a major fight, but also the bubble experience.
Yeah, it's been a weird one, obviously, but I think Josh were touching on it earlier with someone. You got to try and keep a fine line. Obviously, we're on edge because we're fighting, but then we want to take the experience in of being down here and enjoy it. But yeah, it's just trying to get that fine balance, really. But now, obviously, weighing's done, and I'll get some good food and stuff tonight, and then on to the fight tomorrow. We're here.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, you're getting used to the experience because, say, when you win tomorrow night, who knows? You could be out again in 3-4 months, and there still might not be crowds back in. So that is a great that experience as well. You must be in the back of your mind. You could be doing this again.
Yeah, exactly. You just said it there yourself. So yeah, at least knowing next time we know what to expect and everything like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen a lot of your opponent walking around this week, Leigh Wood? You know, is it hard? You know, because you're in a small, not a tiny hotel, but it's going to be hard not to bump into each other. Has there been any? Have you bumped into him in lifts or corridors?
Oh, every time we go downstairs, I've seen more than my opponent this week than I will chuffing on Saturday night. It's always me seeing my opponent. You don't really, other ones aren't really mixing. But yeah, I mean, the sound, Ben's obviously been playing. You've probably seen he's been playing obviously my lot at table tennis and stuff like that, and they've been all right. Do you know what I mean? Leigh, you don't really see Leigh get involved too much in like stuff like that. He just sits to one side. So,
what do you say to? Do you say anything, or just nod your head, or just ignore each other?
yeah, you say hey up or whatever. If he's sat with him, like seeing him just after weighing and stuff, they were sat down eating, and that will walk past and just acknowledge him. So
yeah. Well, the talking's done now. You've both done your talking. You've both sold the fight really well. You know, he's spoken of knocking you out. Ben's been saying he's the hardest puncher he's ever. You've spoken of finishing him as a big time fight. You've done all the talking now, and you've sold the fight brilliantly, both of you, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think this fight has got, especially this week, I think it's attracted a lot of interest with the boxing fans. There's a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that. I mean, I don't really go on there, but I've seen it keeps popping up that there's a lot of people saying that it's going to be a fight at night and stuff. So there's a lot of people talking about it. There's quite a bit of hype behind the fight now. So
yeah. A lot of that's down to you two, though. That's what I'm saying, because, you know, you've both done a lot of interviews prior to this week, and that's what's got people to buy into the fight totally, even though, you know, boxing fans knew it was a good pick and fight, whereas now people who aren't know have seen the interviews of you on different outlets and had seen the interviews with Leigh, and that they've bought into it. That is because of the job that you two have done, isn't it?
yeah, definitely, you're right there. I mean, obviously, I didn't do a lot of interviews prior to coming into the fight week. I did a couple just to let them see me, and then this week you got really no choice about doing interviews. So it has built a lot of interest around the fight. So yeah.
Have you found it? Because I know you're a bit reluctant. You're not reluctant, but you're not someone who goes out there looking for headlines, even though you've sold this fight well.
I'm not a very good talker. That's what it is.
You're okay. There's plenty worse. Trust me. Trust me. So before we let you go, what's your routine tomorrow, fight day? What, you know, just give us what time you get up and how you live the day up to walking across the road there to the arena.
Yeah, so I ain't got a set time what I get up in the morning. I'll just get up when I get up. I get up quite early anyway, but I'm going to try and have a bit of a lay-in tomorrow. Probably get something to eat once I'm up about. Just chill for a bit. I'm not one for what I wanted to sit in my room and thinking about the fight all day, because I think for someone like me it'd build up too much. So it's probably just chill with some of my team, because there's quite a few of us here, and obviously we've got Nick Manners here and he's chuffing hell this week. He's been on one this week. So yeah, up till dinner time, probably get an early dinner, and probably try and get a bit of sleep in, a couple of hours, and then have a bit of something to eat about 5 o'clock. And then I think I'm getting picked up at 10 to 6 to go to the arena. So that's my day.
And then you win tomorrow night. What's your celebration meal afterwards tomorrow night with the Lonsdale belt on one side of the table and you on the other? What's the feast tomorrow night?
Well, normally me and my girlfriend normally go stop off at a pizza place on the way home. I get a pizza, I get some doner meat and some cheesy chips. I eat about a piece of pizza, half chuffing, slice of chuffing doner meat, and hardly any chips, but that's normally the meals. But this time, obviously, we'll not be doing that up here. I think we'll probably go to McDonald's on the way home, but my girlfriend's making as an all family Sunday dinner tomorrow. That's what I'm looking forward to on Sunday.
Brilliant. Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to keep you any longer because, you must probably fed up doing these interviews all weekend, being asked these questions. Just thanks for joining us again, and maybe we can speak next week when you've got that Lonsdale belt on your shoulder.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Reece.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.